Hi, dear friends. Um, I'm posting this video on Facebook. I don't know if I'll make it public on YouTube or anything like that, but maybe I'll make it unlisted. I'm not sure. So um, I have this book. It's a great book. I hope you can read this. It's backwards in the on the camera, but hopefully it'll turn out the right way after this is recorded. But it's Evangelium Vitae, and it's written by Pope John Paul II, who is now Saint Pope John Paul. And you can see on the picture of the book, there's a picture of Saint Pope John Paul kissing a baby. The reason why I like this book, it's if you read down here, I'll read what that says. It says, it's an encyclical letter on the value and inviolability of human life. Saint Pope John Paul in this, and by the way, I encourage everyone who's watching this video to get a copy of this book or to read it online. You can read it on the Vatican website, and this book is available on Amazon as well, so I highly encourage you to get a copy of this book. I just tell you how many pages it is. It's 132 pages, and it's a great book because it talks about the culture of life rather than the culture of death. The culture of life that the Catholic Church upholds through its doctrine and through its tradition. It talks about various things. What I want to just I don't want to give too much of the book away, but there are some key points that I can talk about without, directly quoting everything from the book. But the Pope was a great man, and he taught many things when he was the Pope. One of the things it talks about in this book is that how precious human life is. Maybe I'll just summarize. I won't read directly from the book, but I would encourage everyone to get a copy of this book and to read it, of this encyclical, and to read it for yourself. So basically, every human life is valuable. Every human life is valuable, and the Pope really stresses that. We're living in a culture right now where there are conflicting views in regards to end of life, people who decide to take their own life, and so. But I know most of you, my friends, we grew up in a culture where things like euthanasia and even abortion weren't so readily accepted. I think there's a really hot debate right now in our society in regards to abortion, but euthanasia is not really talked about as much. The Catholic Church just put out a letter, the bishops put out a letter in regards to how Canada, starting next year, is going to make euthanasia accessible for those with mental illness. This is a very vulnerable sector of our society, and for me anyways, I have struggled with depression since 1999, and what has given me hope to transcend and to overcome those feelings of despair, feelings of anxiety and hopelessness, is my faith in God. I had a belief and a faith in God prior to my depression. So what sustained me as a result of that as a result of my depression was my continued belief and faith in God. And so that's why I want to encourage everyone to get your hands on a copy of this book or to read it online, because every human life is valuable. It doesn't matter how old you are. Life gets even more precious as we age. Doesn't matter if you have a disability. People with disabilities are actually, in the church, are considered to be more valuable. The Bible talks about the body of that the body of Christ is made up of many members, and the weakest members actually have the most importance, is what the Bible teaches in regards to that. So, every I'll say it again, every human life is important. I know that we're living in a time where there's people can give up on life, they can lose hope, but we should embrace our weaknesses as a culture and embrace things that maybe society looks upon as a burden. No human being, who's sick, who has a disability, should be looked upon as they're a burden to society. I've met many people in my career, my time, not my career, but my time spent in the mental health community, and these people are just like you and me. They have hopes, they have dreams, and unfortunately, dealing with your mental health at times can cause you to feel disconnected from others, disconnected from society. And so all the more important, in the letter that the Catholic Church sent out to the faithful, it talks about how, as a community of believers and as a society, we're to support and encourage those who are dealing with mental health problems, because all the more necessary. I mean, we all need hope, regardless if we're well or if we're sick. Everybody needs a sense of encouragement, a sense of hope. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, because and what I found in my time in the mental health community is that there is a bond that's created. What's missing in that community is a real sense of faith. So we need more communities within the religious sphere in regards to supporting those with mental health and mental disabilities, because throughout the years there's always been communities that support one another. So we need to really have this paradigm shift back to seeing life as valuable rather than expendable, right? This whole culture that we're living in tends to dismiss people, to throw them under the bus at times, to cancel certain people out. I'm not here to cause trouble, but I just want people to get their hands on a copy of this book. It really gave me some clarity in regards to those two issues, like abortion and euthanasia, which the Pope talks about, or the Pope John Paul talks about when he was the Pope. So anyways, just raising some awareness, and thank you for listening. God bless you, and always have faith, always have hope. There's always hope. Where there's life, there's hope. God bless. Bye.